Hi, boys and girls. I wanted to talk to you today about some reminders about the iReady Diagnostic. We are going to be starting it today. A diagnostic is a big fancy word for something that just checks in on where you're at. It looks at what you're really great at, what you may need a little extra help with, and where you need to be getting to work right now. So, I wanted to remind you of some things that will help you to do your best. One, make sure that you find a quiet space to concentrate. This is important, just like your regular schoolwork, but maybe even a little bit more so, because this is your chance to really concentrate and show what you know. So, you want to make sure that you are in a quiet spot, maybe have some headphones on so that you can really focus. Another reminder is to make sure you have what you need. Again, if you need headphones, make sure they're there. If you're working on the math diagnostic, you're going to need paper and pencil in order to solve the questions, solve the problems. Your next reminder is an important one. You need to work by yourself. This is like a test. It's not a test that you can pass or fail. It's not a test that you get a grade on, but it is a test in that we want to know what you can do by yourself. Your parents should not help you once you get started. They should not help you to read the questions or to answer the questions. Anything that are directions or questions that can be read to you, you can press a button while you're taking the iReady test and it will read it to you. So you don't have to worry about words that you don't know how to read. If your parents help you and you do much better than you would have done by yourself, then what's going to happen is that iReady is going to assign you assignments and activities that are way too hard for you. And it's very difficult to go in and reset and change. So if you don't want to be doing very, very hard advanced activities that you don't understand, then make sure you do it by yourself so that the iReady is assigning you work that meets you where you're at, not giving you assignments that are way too hard for you. As always, try your best. You want to show what you know. This is your chance to show off a little bit. Show what you know as a reader. Show what you know about math. Do your best work. Don't be lazy. Make sure that you're ready to concentrate and do your best. But that being said, since you're working so hard and really concentrating, make sure you take a break. Do not expect to finish this in one day. This will often take quite a while, depending on where you last left off last year with iReady. So, after you work for about 25 or 30 minutes, it's time to take a break. You can take a break for the day. Okay, we will come back to it either later this week or next week until we finish up the diagnostic. A good reminder for iReady is not to panic if it gets hard. The way that the diagnostic works is it gives you questions that are harder and harder until it gets to the point where you can't answer them correctly anymore. That's how iReady knows how super smart you are. And when things get too hard, they know that that's the place where they need to start teaching you, or Mrs. Tully needs to start teaching you so that it isn't too hard for you. So don't panic if it gets too hard. They're going to give you a couple questions that are too hard for you, and that's how they know your cutoff point. So don't panic about that. You got this. Try your best. If you don't know, take your best guess. If you do know, make sure you're showing all your smart brains and answering all the questions as best as you possibly can. No need to be nervous. You got this.